Okay, I'm gonna rank every character in Breaking Bad, and you can't stop me. I have 80 of them. Yeah. Just to explain a little bit, S, super, they're great, no problems, mwah, love them. A, they're pretty good. They're pretty good, no faults, but they're not my faves. B, they're pretty good, but they could be better. C, average. You know, yeah, you just have your characters that like, oh, I'm only around for 2 episodes, but I fill this role. D, uh, bad, don't like them. F, worst, worst characters. All right, so we're gonna start with Andrea Cantillo. She is obviously A tier. I don't need to explain why. Uh, then we get to Ballsack Schrader. He's a cop, so he gets F tier. That's just sorry, I don't make the rules. That's just the rule. So then we have Huel Babineau. You know Huel is S tier. You know it. Then we get Saul Goodman. Uh, in his own series, I think he's better. He's mainly just seedy lawyer in Breaking Bad. He doesn't have a lot of personality, so I'm gonna go A tier, especially since we know his character can be better. Brock Cantillo. He's a kid and he kills Combo. So oh yeah, spoilers by the way. He's fine, C tier. His brother Brock, C tier. I think I actually called him Brock. He's Tomas. Whatever. Carmen, the vice principal, she's fine. D tier or C tier. Chad, just for the name, D tier. Chow, he's fine. Chris, he's fine. Clovis, he's a dick for no reason. D tier. Combo, B tier. I don't need to explain why. This dude, Saxton, he's a cop. F tier. Cops get F tier. Sorry, I can't change the rules. Those are just the rules. The twins, I'm not using them as separate characters. A tier. They're cool, but they don't really have like personalities outside of being psychopaths. Okay. Daniel, the manager of the laundromat. I would put him in C tier, but his actor, whose name I don't remember, recently died, so he gets B tier. All right, now we get another pair, Munn and I don't remember the other officer's name. It's like Calancho or something like that. Calancho. They're cops. F tier. Hector Salamanca. I don't think Mark Margolis gets enough credit for his role because he pretty much just had to do facial acting the whole time. A tier. Pamela, divorce attorney that Skylar sees for like 2 episodes. C tier. She's fine. You know what? No, I'm going to bump her up to B tier because she seems genuinely concerned that Skylar's in an abusive situation. Don Eladio Fuente. He's fine. C tier. Juan Bolsa. He has much better character in Better Call Saul. C tier. Donald Margolis. The way he talks about people who are addicted to drugs, bad. D tier. Dr. Del Cavoli. He's fine. Drew Sharp. He's fine. And dead. Elliot Schwartz. He's a wimp. D tier. Wendy. Everyone knows Wendy gets S tier. Flynn. Walter White Jr. He's all right. He really likes breakfast. So I'll put him in B tier. Gaff. Gaff is super cool. I wish we knew more about him. I don't think they're ever going to make a series about the Salamancas, but if they do, I want Gaff to be in it. So he's A tier. Gomi, you know the rule. He's a cop, so he gets F tier, but he does get points for being funny. But unfortunately, he's still a cop, so F tier. Gonzo, super religious man. He's cool. C tier. Gretchen, she's fine. Lawson, he's super cool. Sells guns. What more do you need to know? Gustavo Fring, Giancarlo Esposito did a really good job. S tier. Holly White, baby, no lines, very little acting. I'm gonna have to put her in D tier. Ed Galbraith, just because he's played by Robert Forster, and I love Robert Forster, S tier. Francesca Liddy, she's cool, B tier. Hugo Archuleta, the janitor who Walt gets arrested for marijuana, B tier. Ted Beneke, he sucks. I don't like him, and it has nothing to do with Skylar sleeping with him. That was justified. I just don't like Ted because he's stupid. D tier. Ira, he's fine. C tier. Jack Welker, he's a Nazi. F tier. Jane, Goth GF, S tier. Dr. Goodman, no relation to Saul Goodman, B tier. Now we get Jerry Burns' character, who is never given a name. He's fine. C tier. Jesse Pinkman. Love him. Love his whole character. S tier. Cynthia. She's fine. Jake. Don't like him because he's a little shit. Oh, now we get Kenny. Yeah, Kenny. Sorry, he's a Nazi. That's F tier. All right, now we get Crazy 8. I feel like Crazy 8 was a pretty good introductory villain. Didn't have a lot of personality, but he was still pretty good. B tier. All right, now we're going to go on to Pat Kuby, played by Bill Burr. Bill Burr, kind of a funny guy. First time I saw any of his stand-up, I was 18. Probably would have found it hilarious if I was younger. B tier for Bill Burr. Dan Waxberger, the lawyer, he is fine, but he gets points for bringing the receptionist treat, so he gets B tier. Lewis is fine. There's not much to say about him. Lydia, S tier. Gale Boetticher. I really want to give Gale Boetticher A tier. He did nothing wrong other than manufacturing meth. However, he is a libertarian. So, he gets D tier. Sorry, Gale. Marie, B tier. She is kind of annoying. All right, now we get George Merkert, the ASAC of the DEA. You know what that means. F tier. Sorry. Kid named Finger. S tier. He's an S tier in Better Call Saul. I'm trying to only focus on Breaking Bad, so he's A tier. Just like Saul, I think his character's better in Better Call Saul. Nodos, D tier. He's there just to get punched. Old Joe, he is S tier. He is S tier material all around. Stacey Ehrmantraut, D tier. All she does is wave. Another character that's more fleshed out in the prequel series. Emilio Koyama, he's fine. C tier. Maximino Arciniega, he's a biochemist. I like biochemistry, kind of. But I don't like biochemistry anymore, so D tier. Whoops. D tier. Jesse Pinkman's parents, Diane and whatever his name is. Alan? I don't remember. D tier. They're dicks. Badger, Badger gets S tier. Whatever her name is, I don't remember her name. The realtor lady. D tier, because she's a realtor. Ron Fornall, the foreman of the plant where they were getting the methylamine. He's fine. Raimi, Hank's boss after he's promoted to ASAC. Yeah, he's a cop, so he gets F tier. Skyler, this is going to be a controversial one, but I'm going to put Skyler in S tier, mainly because I know it will trigger the worst fans in the Breaking Bad community. Spooge's woman, D tier, because she's called Spooge's woman. Vince, just give her a name. Spooge, C tier, because his name is Spooge. Kaylee Ehrmantraut, C tier, because she's a kid. All the kids get C tier except for Holly. Tuco is, he's not a really compelling villain. He's mainly just psycho. So I want to give him B tier for panache, but I'm gonna have to give him C because he's not that compelling. Ken Wins, D tier. Mainly because whenever I look at him, all I see is Teddy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Tim Robbins, he's a cop. F tier. Todd Alquist, I don't know that he's outright a white nationalist, but he hangs out with them. If you have one normal person and 5 Nazis at a table, you have 6 Nazis at a table. F tier. for being a Nazi. Tyrus Kit. Tyrus is super cool, so Tyrus will get A tier because he looks cool. He's cool. Victor, unfortunately, will get C tier because he feels like he's trying too hard to be cool. Walt. Okay, main character time. Where does he go? He goes in A tier, mainly because I know if I don't give him the top tier, the worst parts of the Breaking Bad fandom will freak out. That's also why I put Skylar above him. Ben. Will this be on the murder? Ben? C. Bogdan. For his eyebrows, I have to give him A tier. Declan, I'm gonna give him A tier as well. I really feel like they could have utilized Declan better. He kind of just stands there, and then he gets shot. And finally, we have Skinny Pete. Skinny Pete definitely goes in S tier. So here we have the entire thing. Yep, we got our S tiers. Huel, Wendy, Gus, the vacuum cleaner guy, Jane, Jesse, Lydia, Old Joe, Badger, Skylar, and Skinny Pete. And then you have all the other characters that play very minor roles. These are your major characters. These are the only characters you're supposed to care about. And then you have the worst characters down here, all the cops and the Nazis. Or one and the same.